Did y'all miss us? It's okay if you didn't. I mean, I miss this. Not really. I actually enjoyed the break. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I did. Because, life. But we'll catch up. This is the ultimate catch up episode, okay? I guess I should introduce ourselves since, if this is your first time, hey, damn, what is the intro? Welcome to the No, I got it. See, this is what happens when you take vacations, and this is why they don't want us having these 3-day,
it's
4-day.
The name of our podcast.
I know. I got it, y'all. Watch. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Just Extra podcast with Jackie and Erica. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Erica. Yay!
We did it.
I'm literally dying. Obviously, y'all can hear me. I feel the same as Jackie. The break has been really good. Specifically the social media break, Because, listen, generating content is hard, okay? Like, it's gotten easier, but it's still time consuming. So just to have that time to do what? I don't really know. Well, we'll tell you actually. Just to have that time was good. It was good. But yeah, I miss word vomiting in a public forum. Okay? I feel like it's very healing. I feel like that's also a part of why I've had a lot of energy just kept up, I needed a release and I hadn't really had a good one. You know what? I should go back to like yelling in pillows or like yelling in my car or something like that. Oh my. Actually, I haven't been kickboxing in a few weeks either, so that's also
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah. So we're just going to chat. There's no outlines for our OG listeners who are typically here. We usually start off with an extra thought segment where we talk about our previous episode. But basically we're going to talk about Jackie and her graduation. We kind of had a nostalgia episode on our last episode on graduation. And so we'll be talking about like literal recent graduation. And yeah, the main part of our time today, is a real catch 'em up, okay? Jackie said no Heinz. I said no mustard, okay?
Whataburger spicy.
I've gotten one burger from Whataburger, the patty melt situation.
That's all you needed. You only need one because you probably gained like so much weight after one.
It was so much. Like I think I actually felt sick immediately after. Like I was like,
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. All right. But yes, we are freaking back. Like, honestly, this is a continuation of everything we went through. Like, I know we talked about moms and graduation, so shoot, why don't I just go ahead and just pop in? All right. First off, congratulations to everybody, class of 2024. We freaking made it. We did it, y'all. I want to say congratulations to my sister. She got her first degree, so I'm so excited for her. It's taken her a while to get across that line, and now, girl, it's time for you to get a job and stop you to get off my phone plan. No, you know what? You're gonna stay. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna let you stay for an extra couple months, but it's time to get your ass out my house, okay? I feel like those parents that like, oh, you're 18, you gotta get out. I do feel like that's a Black thing, and I do feel like that is the reason why a lot of Black people are, fighting poverty to this day. But
exactly,
I digress. But anyway, man, like, how do we get? Let's see. Should I talk about graduation?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, if you have been on a rock, Houston has been going through it as far as weather goes. The day before my graduation, we had a quote unquote derecho, whatever that is called. Okay. That is a high wind, thunderstorm, tornado situation that occurred. I'm going to tell you, when that happened, I was in the middle of studying. I was so fatigued. I was up early. That week I took off, okay, because I needed to study for the NCLEX. And I'm like, okay, let me take a moment and let me take a nap. I wake up to my phone going off and everybody blowing up the group chat like, hey, y'all, time to duck and cover, blah, blah, blah. And people's electricity going off, glass is shattering downtown, people's People are dying. Like, it's crazy. Like, all right, what was your take on that really quickly?
That I'm God's favorite because I had no issues.
I know that's right.
I have
Same
any
over
issue.
here. My lights never go out, okay?
I did have a flicker a couple, like a week or two ago, which was not your graduation. So I had a situation like probably your graduation party, like right around that timing that week. And like a short in my cord happened. And so I lost like my double screen. I was literally just on my laptop. And that was super annoying. Literally, I just got it last night. So today has been my first day working with two screens again in like almost 2 weeks. And it was awful. So maybe I was a little too cheeky with being one of God's favorites. He had to humble me. But he's been humbling me. Okay, we'll get to it.
All right. Look, when that happened, luckily my light stayed on, but two of our friends, their lights were off for like 5 days. It was a
Yeah.
lot. I'm like, ooh, no, ma'am. But my lights never go out. Even with the winter storm that happened 2 years ago, everybody was at my house. We were doing the most, but we had electricity. All right. Now, I'm gonna say this. So my people were coming in. They were flying in that night of the storm. So it delayed their flight extremely. They didn't get in till 3 a.m. I had to get up at 6 a.m. so I could do my hair, so I could get to the venue at 9 a.m. And I was a tired ass mess. And I look back at my pictures and I looked very tired. I looked so tired,
I
but
think you
at the
look
end of the
cute.
day, I did. I did think I was cute. But yeah, y'all, like it's just it'd be a lot, okay? It's too much. Like I was just burnt out, okay? I will get into it a little bit more. But the graduation ceremony was quick and to the point. Because of the storm, all my friends got to come, okay? Because I know Earlene, she was just like, "Oh, I got, she has obligations, she works." And the Lord worked in my favor that day. And so, she was able to come. But it was a super quick ceremony. It was only like an hour and some change. Oh.
It's like, was it even an hour? I don't know. It just felt perfect. Okay, beautiful, small class, love it. It was a nice ceremony. Every person who spoke had nice things to say. I don't know who was speaking about their journey about being pregnant and then getting sick and then still like I don't know, making it through.
Oh, girl, she got stabbed and all types of
Was
things. She
that what
let her
she?
whole,
Whew.
yes, she got stabbed like 8 times. It was a lot. It was our speaker, y'all. She went through it, okay? But she is
Yes.
one of our best instructors, and she is here today giving that speech. But Shorty went through it, okay?
Hmm.
Definitely trauma bonding with us. I'm so sorry. It was
I know your internet is. We were talking about being God's favorite, but we'll see what these clips look like. That's what I was
hopefully,
thinking.
y'all. Hopefully,
It's
y'all.
gonna get Jackie doing the robot.
But we celebrated that day. We took pictures. We went. Unfortunately, because of the storm, a lot of restaurants, my reservations were canceled, but that was cool. We decided to just pick up. We went to Arlene's house. We pre-gamed a little bit, took my sister, kidnapped my sister. Well, actually, she was a willing participant.
Absolutely.
Um, I left my mom and her boyfriend to go ahead and do what they got to do because they couldn't do anything. Their hotel had no electricity, so they had to come back to my house. It was a lot.
You know what?
It was a lot.
I just remembered that I was at hot yoga during the storm. I was at home during the storm. I was outside because it wasn't storming. Okay, when I went to hot yoga, it had been like kind of just like raining on and off that day. And then I went into hot yoga, and literally it was a hot mess through like the one window that we had. It was crazy. Anyway, that is not worth the story. But yeah, I remember I didn't want to make dinner. And I was like, let me just go across the street to Potbelly's because y'all know I love Potbelly's. Eventually they'll sponsor this podcast. And like they said their ovens weren't running. So I know that this storm was really crazy. So I had to go get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from the grocery store in one of them kids meals. And it was good. And I went back and got one the next day.
Erica, your inconveniences are so funny. You're just like, I don't have a screen and I had to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. This is so inconvenient.
The ghetto, okay?
I was just
Bougie.
giving very first world problems. Okay, but I'm here for it. Yeah, no, honestly, just to sum it up, we just celebrated. We've been on a celebrating spree for the past 2 weeks. And I'll add more to my celebration and everything and NCLEX throughout this episode. But long story short, like the celebration was good. It's kind of somber because my first graduation from college, like 10 years ago, my uncle actually died like they found him brain dead like 2 days after my graduation. So I couldn't really celebrate like that. I had to immediately go back to Chicago because he got hit by a car when he was on a bike. So my mom really couldn't be happy in that moment because she just lost her brother. I lost my uncle, and the family just wasn't. And that was the start of everybody like kind of just dying. And it was, well, not the start. People were dying in my family during that time anyway. But yeah, it's just, I just wanted to say like, this has been a great moment for me because I've had multiple days to really soak it up because my past honestly has not been too kind. And life isn't gonna be fun like this, but I feel like at this moment I got to really celebrate. I feel like I graduated for the first time.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And now I can share that we've been plotting and planning in the background, okay? And we were like, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Well, listen, so Erlene's, she sent the text to me and Dolphin and was like, what are we gonna do? And Dolphin was like, we should get a cake. And me, half selfish, was like, I don't even do desserts like that. We could totally do a cake, but like, I, I'm not going to enjoy. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it's not my thing. Okay. And then I think like the next day I was like, what if we did a video? And Arlene was like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I can't, I've been trying to do these edits for the socials. Okay. But I am not a rock star yet. Okay. But we can throw some things together. And so, yeah, we just, reached out to our group chat and different people that and like, hey, shh, don't tell her, but send in this video. And not that I'm complaining, but I'm like, hoes will literally wait till the last possible moment to do
Because we niggas.
anything.
It's niggas.
I said gave them 2 weeks. Guess when like there was like a video or like maybe like 3 videos that got sent, throughout the 2 weeks. All the last one of them got sent on the literal last day. 2 got sent the next day, and 1 got sent the day before, or like the weekend before. So I was just like, come
Niggas.
on now.
See, you should have did the due date earlier.
Right?
Just so, you got to think ahead. You got to think like, you know what? See, and the thing is,
I was
and
just
that's so
gonna
funny
leave
because
hoes
it's for
out.
me. Well, I appreciated everything. It was very, I don't know, it was so, I didn't expect that at all. I haven't even gone back to watch it because I was so
Uh,
overwhelmed. Like, I'm like, okay, I gotta sit down when I have a moment to like breathe. And this is the week I'm breathing, so I will definitely go back to rewatch everything.
yeah,
Um,
it was
it's so
cute.
crazy. I did not expect to see several people. I was just like, oh my gosh, so it was so good seeing you. And oh my gosh, like those videos mean a lot because, as a woman, a black woman, I don't know if I'm going to get married. I don't know if I'm going to have kids in the future. And this is the time to celebrate. And so when you guys really showed up and just sent in things, I really appreciated it. Like it touched me a lot.
Oh,
Um,
good. You know my emo hoe. I was like, I hope she cries. I cried. Obviously, Erlene cried. Like, that Imani was crying
Imani,
at the party.
Imani
She was like
cried,
the
yeah.
only one.
Y'all, okay, I'm not gonna say what was going on at the party. Just know that I was very overwhelmed, and you could probably see it on my face, but it could not come out. That's what I'm saying. I can't watch it right. Like I couldn't watch it right away because I'm like, I'm gonna probably cry. Like it's just a
Aw,
lot.
yes. That's what I do. I love a good, I love a good cry.
Y'all are so cute. I appreciate y'all. It made me feel very loved. Um,
Good.
What did I want to say before we got to the party? Because I, again, see, didn't I say we had to outline it? Because look,
We,
we just doing all this talking. We're already 15 minutes in. Oh my God.
you got it.
Anyway, y'all, it's just been a celebration. Too much drinking. I'm definitely ready to like sit down for a little bit and lose the weight that I gained in these past 2 weeks. So yeah, we'll get into that other stuff. But you, ma'am, you have some catching up for us to do as well because
Okay.
Mother's Day came.
Sure did.
Mother's Day, and you have something to add to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So by now y'all know, obviously, these episodes. So what really happened on Mother's Day? Y'all know it's my favorite holiday because I have such positive relationships with my mothers. Never had anything to say about a single one of them, you know?
She's just being very sarcastic. Go ahead.
So yeah, Mother's Day happened. So basically, I'm just sick of being phony, like I'm really just done with like pretending. And I was just going back and forth in my mind, like, should I do anything for her? Should I do anything? I don't know. And so basically, my older sister was like, we'll send some flowers. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll put on for those. And so we did that. And she was gonna get some flowers. And I was like, should I call her? Should I call her? And I was like, I'll just wait till she, gets her flowers, calls me, whatever, or not, because I don't care. And so our interaction with, so me and my stepmom, our interaction on Mother's Day, she sent a text that said, thank you. And, no emojis, no exclamation mark, no thank you for what exactly? Probably the flowers, I would assume. And so, I just obviously loved that so very much. Even though I had no intentions to send anything. And so I just thumbs upped it, It's like, what should I do? What should I do? Should I write back? Should I say something? Should I give her a call? And I said, let me thumbs up. I was like, what is less effort than her typing out thank you? So that happened and I was okay. Like, I was just like, all right, cool. So, as the rest of life progresses, like, we're on the same page. Do less, Um, so then my sister calls me after Mother's Day, my little sister, and she's basically just telling me that she saw a picture on Instagram from our stepsister about like Mother's Day with like her and obviously her mom, so our stepmom and like our stepsister in law, basically, our stepbrother's wife. And so my little sister was like, I'm also in Chicago. Like, I'm also in the area. How come I wasn't there? Anyway, long story short, it became a whole situation. And this is the second time that my little sister has not been included in Mother's Day plans. So I'm like, what is the message that you're really trying to deliver?
That's sad.
Like, what are you trying to say? It's basically the message that I feel like I have been receiving my entire life, which is, I don't want to be your mother. I don't want the job. I only like those people. So that has been heavy on my heart and my energy. It's been a lot of energy that I feel like I have just reopened, which is why I don't like interacting with her, which is why I don't talk to her, which is why we haven't spoken. Like, I just don't like reminders of her because every reminder is a negative reminder. Like, there aren't positive reminders. So just all my energy was here. So my little sister, talked to my dad about it, and he's just apologetic. Just like, I'm so sorry, this is not, what I wanted for you all, and this is not what I intended, and blah, blah, blah. And I know what everyone is thinking is like, can he play a role in that? And, he's mentioned, like, oh, I'll get a divorce. And, me and my little sister are very much so like, we're not asking for that. And that's not what we even desire right now. Have your little wife. What I would like to happen is some acknowledgement and accountability. I'd actually like to stop the gaslighting that you care for me. I would actually like it if you just told me how you felt and like I don't know, the validation, like the acknowledgement. I don't know. That would feel good. Anything different kind of feels like it would be a lie and just to save face. Um, yeah, that's how I'm feeling at this point in time. But yeah, that's Mother's Day in a nutshell for me. Yay.
You know, when we talk about mothers and Mother's Day, you for me, I know I have a naturally like as somebody who has a decent relationship with their mother, you get excited, just like, oh man, I wish I had so much money to shower on this lady. You know, I love Mother's Day. I love people who are mothers, but it is disheartening to, be a part of something that is a supposed family and they're not treating you like family. I don't care, ladies, I don't care if you love this man. If you don't love his kids, please stay away from him. Because truly, what are you doing?
That's what me and my stepsister are having an argument about right now. That's why I haven't talked to her in a year and a half, but am invited to the wedding because, again, we are very much so. What are people gonna think? Obligations. Just do what we have to do. Um, but yeah, she couldn't understand, why I have similar feelings. Like your mama didn't know what she was doing. She saw my dad saw money. I have no idea what my dad's dick looks like, but I'm sure it was good. That or the money made up for it. So either or. And she was like, "That's what I want." Sorry that you can't face that about your mama because your mama don't treat me like you. And I'm not saying that she needs to treat us exactly equal because I get like age and I also get that you came out of her literal vagina. But like she didn't have to treat us like we were Cinderella. We didn't have to be treated like, oh, well, I'm definitely going to like, I don't know. It was just, and I don't know. I keep trying to minimize my experience sometimes too because
Yeah,
sometimes I
and
feel like
honestly, I know we have like working with an hour, but I do want you to like sit in a moment, especially if it's a particular incident that happened and occurred. I just want you to like express it freely. Um, I mean, it sucks. It's not
like
a good
there's
feeling.
tons of childhood examples that I can name, but again, we haven't had relationships in in my older adult life truly. So, the situation about like the stereo. There was, back in the day, y'all, we had stereos. And so like the antenna on the stereo broke, and I just recall her running around, storming around. Who broke this? Y'all just careless and reckless and ungrateful, and y'all just disrespectful and blah 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 blah. And y'all need to do X, Y, and Z. Blah 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 blah. You could be better in hours. Okay, or what felt like hours. Brittany came home. Sorry, you're on the podcast. Uh, and it was all of a sudden, well, they both on the podcast. They
Actually,
don't
I
care
think you
about me.
said
They
her
don't
name
listen about me.
before.
Okay? Find me. Tell me you care. Know anything about my life. Because that would be great. Do you know me? Do you know what I do? Do you know anything about me besides my first and last name? Because I guarantee you don't. And I'm sure you even only know my birthday because maybe a calendar reminder. That's how distant our relationship is. So anyway, um, she comes home and like, why are you upset? And then my stepmom was like, the antenna, somebody broke it. They're not owning up to it, blah, blah, blah. And then my stepsister was like, oh, it was me. And then my stepmom was like, oh, we'll be more careful.
Mm-mm.
And it was like
No.
the rants were over. Okay. Or the time that, and again, my stepsister is 4 years older than I am. So when we're going through the drive-thru and we're going to McDonald's, don't support McDonald's. Also, don't support Starbucks. We'll get back to you, Jackie. Um,
Whatever.
so we were in the drive-thru and she was just like, y'all got money for this? And I was like, I mean, I do. Yeah, sure. And she was just like, okay. Mind you, again, so I feel like I had just started working, so I might have been 16. Brittany might have been in college then. Then my little sister must have been like, what, 13? So any money that she had was like, what, birthday money, Christmas money, gift money. And, McDonald's is inexpensive, right? $5 or whatever we were spending that day. But like, she made us use our money, didn't ask Brittany for her money, and we paid, right? And I'm just like, for what? You just wanted to show off that you'll take care of her and you'll make us get it through the mud? Like, what was the point of this situation? And especially if you don't communicate and elaborate, if you did have a real valid reason, then like what lesson am I supposed to learn from that other than I just want to remind y'all that like I don't care about y'all and like this is my sunshine. You know? So um yeah, so I mean, I don't want to take up too much time, but like two things that I want to say about this scenario is that therapy is working. Oh, hi balloons. Therapy is working for me because, you know, I have been feeling down. um, and I'm an isolator. And uh, I was like, let me send a text and reach out for community. And so I'm just proud that I was able to like text you and Arlene and be like, hi, I'm being vulnerable. Anyone want to like hang out with me? Thanks. Um, and yeah, I don't even know if we did Chili's that exact same day. It might have been like the next day. I have no idea exactly how it went, but I was just like, yeah, like kudos to me, you know, we can do hard things. Okay. Um, yeah, that's definitely getting me out of my comfort zone is like reaching out to people. Cause I'm always I'm disappointed by people in life, you know, not having emotional space. Um, so I was just proud of myself for that. And, uh, I've also been in therapy talking about like, should I go to anger management? Because I'm harboring a lot of anger. Like, and, you know, we did a couple of conversations of like, tell me about a scenario or something that irritated you and like rate it on a scale. And like, you know, let's talk about why you gave it that rating. And then she was like, where do you put violence on
Where
that
do you
scale?
put physical violence on?
I'm like, physical violence starts in an 8. Physical, if I'm an 8, that's probably, we will probably get physically violent. I think I was in a scenario and I gave something a 7. Um, yeah. So, yeah, we've been also talking about impulse things. Like, I've just been like, she's saying that I have coping skills. So basically, my therapist doesn't think that I need anger management, which is cool. But I'm also like, I don't want to be angry. So how is there anger preventative? Because she's focused on the management. Okay. And I'm like, how do I prevent myself from being so freaking angry all of the time? Right? Like,
Well, the thing,
hold on. I
sorry,
don't want
I
to
don't
hold
mean
on
to.
to it. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know, we can't really control our emotions. Like,
I know.
well, we can't, okay, we can control how we express them, but we can't really control how, you know, when it occurs. Like, you can't really help when you feel embarrassed, when you feel jealous, when you feel like angry, when you feel sad. Like, these things just happen with the occurrence of life. It's just what you do afterwards. And you haven't
Mm-hmm.
punched anybody in the face yet. So, you know, I'm happy you're putting it up in kickboxing.
Thank you. Yes.
I mean, I'm happy you're not isolating. I've been saying this to everybody recently, like, well, not everybody, just, you know, our mutual friends. Just like, I'm so happy that Erica is going out. She's coming outside. She's literally like reaching out when she really wants to, you know, you're not, I can tell when you're in a mood and in a funk, but I'm not the one to pry too much because, you know, I don't like assuming things. But, you know, I always let you come on your own time. And I feel like
Hmm.
you've been doing a lot of that and it's good. You're not doing too much because you're literally saying, "Hey, if you guys aren't busy, you know, can we walk? Can we hang out? Can we get something to eat? If you want to come over, I would like that. If not, it's okay. Also, I'm just on my period. Never mind." Because that was you too the other
Yep.
day.
Yep. Yep. She's coming. She's coming. I'm like, my nipples hurt. Okay.
Is she
Um,
coming right now? It's kind of early.
it's gonna be next week. No?
Oh, you know what? That's okay because
It's
I
Wednesday
did.
already. It's the
You know
first day
what?
my nipples started hurting. She's gonna land like Monday or something.
Okay, that
I'm about
makes
to
sense
look.
because I did catch a little attitude last night. Um, so
It
you
says
know your
Saturday.
period, you know your period is about to come hit you when I know for me, my period is about to come when I get a funky ass attitude over something very basic. Like, why am I mad at this?
Well, just to wrap up this part of the story, I'm like, maybe I should have taken that into account, because I definitely listened to my impulses this morning. Well, mostly because my little sister told me another story a few like days ago, and so I just keep getting more and more like whatever. So that story's not necessarily important. It's just another reminder. Basically, she got removed from some insurance, and then the insurance company had to call. It was like, your mom was in
Oh,
here, and said that you no longer live here, so to remove you. So I just wanted to call you and whatever. And so my little sister's like, it would have been nice to maybe like have my mom call me and tell me that I'm, being taken off of the policy, and maybe it'll impact my own individual rates and, things like that.
what?
It may have been nice to hear from her, but, whatever. So, yes, I constantly get triggered.
Wait, okay. So really quickly, now not only did she like isolate you guys, isolate your sister, but now she took her off the insurance. She took her off the insurance. Does your did your dad pay for the insurance, or she paid based off of where she lived?
No, my dad, in regards to the question of does my dad pay for the insurance, like the insurance for whatever Pat was doing, because this was, I wonder if it was like their home insurance, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, their car insurance. I would assume it wouldn't be the car insurance. Well, maybe we had like a bundled policy, perhaps, because I've been removed from the car insurance, but my dad, I feel like, called me. Anyway, I don't know what insurance, what part. It didn't really matter to me. I don't need as many questions. I just am like, okay. I have no idea if this is a bill Pat specifically pays and like has 100% influence over it. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I don't know if my dad knew about it, because obviously if he knew about it, it would be great also to like, did he could have called, he could have had some ownership and responsibility there as well. I'm just like, I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, so I've been thinking about that for the last couple of days too, and just being like, she's so annoying. Someone needs to tell her about herself. Someone needs to tell her about herself. I hate that she just be. I don't do anything wrong. She just does not have any accountability for anything, and I just ruminate in this situation. Um. So this morning, I definitely was on the phone with my little sister last night, just talking to her a little bit and like freaking out, and verbally having some words for her. And obviously, there aren't kind words. It's not me at my best self, but I appreciate my little sister for, holding space for me. This morning, I sent a text message and it said, I didn't start with no hello. I didn't start with no good morning. It's 7:23 when I sent this text message. It said, I'm sure you are aware we do not have a healthy relationship. I'd like to propose a mediated discussion and hope you are open to it within the course of a year. Name a date and time, and we will go on this journey to get a better relationship, closer to the ones you have with your biological children. I don't believe we will have a healthy conversation one-on-one, so mediated is the only path I see forward at this time. And I hope you care enough about me to agree to a plan of agree to a plan of group therapy beginning with you and I.
Oh my.
And I just sent it. I really didn't think about it. Now, mind you, I was just finished brushing my teeth. I think I washed my face, and then I was just like, I gotta go off. Something
Didn't I
came up
tell
on
you to
my.
write a letter first? What happened to writing a letter first?
That was my letter. Okay, that was it.
Oh, all right.
I have been thinking about how do I start this conversation for months. For months, And I was in a better place thinking about it. And then, like, when I'm in a good place, I'm like, why revisit? Like, you're doing better. You're feeling better. Why, whatever. So we weren't feeling good. So I was like, let's get the text message off, okay?
Girl, not when you're PMSing. That's not it.
I know, right?
But did you get a response? That's the
I
thing.
did. About an hour-ish later, she said that she's willing to do it, but she would like to have a conversation first. I'm not sure exactly how this conversation is going to go, but I told her, sure, like, are you free this weekend? And she was like, I'm not. And I was like, she was like, we could do it next weekend. And I said, great, next weekend. We'll pick a time the closer we get to next weekend.
No
Um,
periods, so just vibes.
she did say, we can do Saturday because I want us to get in a better place. And I was like, that's nice.
Leave it there, and then, make sure you write down the things that you would like to say.
Oh, so I texted my little sister because obviously, keeping her posted. I didn't text my therapist, but like we have a message situation. BetterHelp, you can sponsor the podcast too. Um, so I texted her. The therapist was like, "Wow, okay, you did it." And then she put a smiley face, and then she wrote some more, of course. But yeah, I sent a message to my little sister, and she's just like, what are you gonna say when you have this one-on-one conversation? Like, what do you think that's gonna be like? And I just basically told her that I'm gonna keep it high level. I said I'm gonna okay, I said exactly, because she was like, just be nice and concise. And I said exactly, simply expressing the fact that I feel hurt and wanting to communicate specifics in a safe and managed space. I'd want high level sharing, or what I just am texting. I said high level sharing how I felt, like more of a burden than a welcomed addition to her life, and then being open to hearing her say high level feelings, and then just saying, great, I can't wait to discuss more in a session. Like, that's what I would envision our one-on-one conversation to be. Because I hear she doesn't take accountability, and I know she doesn't. So I'm very interested in what she's going to say and why she exactly wants to have a one-on-one situation first. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I hope it's real short. So, yep, that's that.
Well, use I statements, and yeah, use I statements. Say what really bothers you. What the experience that you had from an experience or an action that she did explicitly. And whether she takes accountability or not, she can't run away from the fact that you know exactly what's going on.
I don't think in the one-on-one conversation I'm getting into anything specific. Like, I don't envision that being the time. I just want to keep it high level of like, here's the objective of us having this mediated conversation, and that's it. Like, I just objective. What I'm like, I'm not really here. I know it won't be conducive. Like, that's the whole point of it being mediated. It's not going to be conducive. So, yeah, my objective is for us to have a healthy relationship, and that's what I want to go to therapy for, because we don't have a healthy relationship. If I'm being frank, I don't think you like me. I don't think you care about me. And if I'm using I statements, I could say right now, I don't care about you. And I would like to, because honestly, mostly because society makes me feel real weird about having this terrible relationship with mothers. Because mothers are so, it's
a stepmom.
I mean, makes me feel evil. Like, it makes me feel like I'm the, how could you, how dare you? I actually had a therapist who was like, what do you mean? Of course your mom's not talking to you. That makes perfect sense. And I was like, oh, new therapist.
Oh. Yeah, why she do you like that? That's crazy.
From that moment on, I knew that I didn't need a Christian therapist, because she was very much so like giving, it was that was it.
Oh yeah, they definitely come from a different headspace. And I'm a Christian as well, you guys. It's just that I know that when you have a faith-based, therapist, they're going to go about it in a faith-based way. Well, honey, good luck with that conversation. I hope you can keep it high level. It doesn't get any deeper. Hopefully the emotions don't run high. You could say what you need to say, because at the end of the day, no, you're not a terrible person that you don't have a good relationship with your stepmom. It's your stepmom. Like, haven't you heard of Cinderella? Like, that's kind of like the thing. Like,
that's what I'm wondering. Did you not know, like, as a step parent, did you not know that, like, you play a big role in how children are treated? You could treat them like Cinderella. Like, is that not a story? That's where I get very, like, confused. Like, did you not know? Anyway.
Yeah, you could just say like, yeah, I haven't had the best relationship with you because I just haven't felt loved. I haven't felt accepted. I haven't felt like I know we're not, I know I didn't come out of you, but we share the same household. We share a love for the same guy, you know? And
Mm.
I would hope that, the love that you share for him and hey, I look, hey ma'am, fix that face. I was just saying. That's what it's supposed to be. And if it ain't that, that's none of my business, and probably not yours either. But that is that's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just supposed to.
Well,
Okay.
I'll keep
Ooh,
y'all.
yeah, messy today. It's hot,
I got hot too, y'all. Y'all already know. I was like, ooh, I was heating up.
sweaty.
Okay, so it's like let's turn the page.
Look, if you want to talk about like nerves and everything, like I can talk about me like on a lighter scale. I'm happy y'all I passed the NCLEX, but can we talk about the damn journey to that really quickly? Like during this 2 weeks, like while you're having your mother's day, stepmom issues, I'm over here struggling because you know while I did enjoy graduation, there was the leering effect. Like literally 3 days later, I have to take this boards exam. If I don't pass it, I'm not going to get this job. I have to continue to study longer because you can't take it. You have to take it 45 days in between. So if I didn't pass, it would be another 45 days of grueling studying. Let me walk y'all through it. Like I took like a test. This is like a baseline test. It is okay. For those that don't know, I purchased Archer. You can purchase Archer or UWorld for NCLEX prep. Now, UWorld, that's what everybody goes by, but it's like $150 for like 30 days. Meanwhile, Archer is 69 and I'm like, sure, we're gonna go with that. And I've been hearing back and forth like this is what you use, this is what you use. I'm gonna say use Archer, y'all, for the questions. The questions are very similar to the NCLEX. That's for all my nursing students or anybody who wants to get into it. But this studying process was so high tense. Yeah, I'm really coming down. I feel like my cortisol levels are like lowering, but also coming back up for a different sense of anxiety.
Oh,
Okay. But we'll get inside a little, we got a couple minutes before we're at the hour. So I'll just fit it all in. I did my baseline exam. They told me I was borderline passing, meaning, if I missed one or two questions, I would have failed. So I literally had like 10 days to get it together to turn it around. So every day I took off work to study for the NCLEX, and I'm literally like burning my brain for like 2 years worth of material in 10 days. And then my people are coming in like that Friday. So that Friday and that Saturday, I didn't do anything. No setting, no nothing. But I ain't gonna lie, like that was crazy. But once we got into the test and we sat down, I listened to Mark Klemick too. If y'all know who Mark Klemick is, he is like the NCLEX god. He had this motivational speech at the end of his last lecture. If you know, you know. And he was like, "You made it to this point. You got it. You got it." And I was listening to that on my way to the NCLEX, and I was hyping myself up. I was taking the test. You do it, you have 85 to 150 questions. If you do well or you did really bad, if you did really well or really bad, you get cut off at 85. If you did okay, but we still need to make sure you're a safe nurse, you cut off at 150. I'm doing the test. I'm doing the test. I feel like I'm fucking up. But I feel like, okay, I ain't doing too bad. But I knew I was fucking up on some stuff because I'm like, I've never seen this before. So I'm like, okay. I went to the bathroom, slapping my thigh. You got it, bitch. You got it, hoe. Come on, you got it, bitch. Come on, you got it. Come on. And at first I was just like, oh, it's a bathroom in here. Shit, niggas definitely could have been cheating up in here this whole time, but I
I
wasn't
was
gonna do that,
literally
okay?
just thinking that you were allowed to go to the bathroom. That's
Right?
They didn't let me do that for my
Right?
certification. That like 4 hour test.
Yeah,
You
right?
could, but you had to be like you had to. There was stuff. Anyway, I was not going to the bathroom. Nothing.
Girl, okay, well, they probably gonna hit us and be like, you know what, no bathroom. Okay. But look, we already took our test, okay, and I didn't need it, apparently.
You can
So
tell
I
me
come back
offline.
in. I didn't. I didn't need it. So I was literally like, okay, now we coming back. After we slapped our thigh, we sat, used the toilet real quick. We came back into it, put the headphones back in. All right, okay, we're almost done. Okay, I have 5 hours to do this test. Oh shit, I have 2 hours left. I've been literally doing almost like 80 questions for 3 hours. That's kind of slow. You probably need to pick up the pace, bitch,
Oh,
especially if you had
snap.
another 100. Then I started getting my anxiety
Yeah.
started rising up again. Okay, so we're at like 83, 84. I'm like, all right, Jackie, we gotta pick it up because we only got 2 more hours left. And then I do 85 and then it shuts off. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
You're like, I just failed.
No, I
You
was
sh-
like, crazy. I was like, either I might have just passed. That's the first thing that walked in my head. I was like, oh shit, I might have just passed that bitch. But then again, I don't know because we don't know, okay? And so I'm getting up, I'm like sweating and shit. It's like first off, they treated that testing facility like the damn prison. I had to get patted down several times. Check your pockets, check it up, lift up your hair, lift up this. Let me see your back. Like pull your hands out your pocket. Now rub your legs down. I'm literally
I did
getting
have to pull
frisked
the things
up.
out the pocket. I didn't come in anything where they really needed to strip search me. I didn't have hair. Like,
I came in what you were wearing right now, like a workout outfit. Just really like regular. Just really like, okay, just oh, well, titties aren't regular too.
hey, one day when y'all see this, okay?
We're gonna do it. We're gonna pick it up. All right. So I was like, oh shit, I might have just passed that hoe. And then I walk out and I'm like, and then the lady, she like, first off, she's the check-in lady or whatever. She was mean as fuck when I checked in. But then when I, was checking out, she was like, congratulations, nurse. I was just like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck I got. Stop hyping me up. Okay. And so, but I sat down. I was just like, I think I may have passed though. I think I may have passed. But then again, I may have clicked the wrong things. You never know. But sure enough, I did the Pearson View trick. It said like the Pearson View trick is where you use $200 to like re-register, and if they accept your money, that means you failed, bitch. And you don't get a refund. But then I know that's right gambling. But if they don't take your money, that means you pass. So I went to Snooze, had a little drink because I had to drink, y'all. I was drinking so much after this. Okay, I had to drink. Okay, I needed a drink because I could because everybody was at work. I took the test at 8 a.m. Everybody was at work. They couldn't leave. I was just like, I need something right now. Okay. I literally went to Snooze, had a little breakfast. I had their crab cake, Benedict, really good. I will recommend. Um, and I got a drink, and then I said, fuck it. I got $200 right here. Let me check. Let me check. And they did not take it, and I was just like, oh shit, I may motherfucking pass. But I couldn't see the answers until 2 days later, which was like right before my graduation party. So we passed. So thank you,
Woohoo!
Jesus. Oh Lord, I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
I'm like, how do I get the
There,
miles?
there are literally. Oh, thank you. There are literally people that take this exam like 5, 6, 7 times. Like this one lady, she passed nursing school like 10 years ago. She hasn't passed it, and I'm like, fuck, damn girl, what you doing? But I ain't gonna lie, this it was an interesting experience. So um now that we're done, everybody at my job knows that I passed, which is annoying as fuck because now they're asking when I'm leaving. And I'm like, bitch, give me a second. I low key want to keep like this job and then, do the, clinical job. I know I'm probably going to be burning the candle on both ends again, but
Why would
I,
you? Can you
what
do
would I do?
this part time? Because I know, like, for residency, what are you doing? Like 3 days out of the week or something like that? So I'm like, can you do this job for 3 days or something like that?
I hope so. I need to sit down and like come up with like a fake schedule and then see how I can work it, because there are days where I really don't be working this damn job my damn self, okay? But
Okay.
I think
Will
it's
you have
doable because
benefits?
yeah, day one benefits. So
Okay, great.
day one benefits, either way it goes, like I'm not trying to give up my good little, government job. I'm really not, because so many people want my spot so bad. I could tell. I could tell you hungry, bitch, but I'm not leaving right now. Okay? We'll see. Um and yeah, I don't know, y'all. Now that I had this little break, it was good, but there was moments where I was like, I ain't got nothing to do. Literally, like I had like 2 Saturdays where I had nothing to do. Well, we had a party the first. Okay. Last Saturday was my first free Saturday. So I was just like, I ain't got nothing to do. Like, I don't know homework, no paper, no nothing. It's crazy. What the fuck
What'd
y'all
you
be
do?
doing all day? Oh, what I
Masturbating.
do? Oh, yeah. I think I masturbated, didn't I? Oh, yeah.
Listen, Imani
Okay.
left. Okay.
Oh yeah, I love that everybody came in like for um my graduation. It was great. It was Aparna's first time coming in.
Yeah.
Um she was like, "Oh my gosh, you get all this for $900?" I'm like, "Yes, I live in the hood." She's like, "It doesn't really give the hood cuz you have everything around you." And I'm like, "Yeah, until people start peopling, you know?" Um other than that, like, dude, what else? Let me hurry up. Um,
How'd you feel
yeah,
about your party?
the party was super fast in my head, for particular reasons, and uh, I was stressed out because I had to do all the decorations myself. But a partner really came through for me. I really appreciate her. That's how we end up connecting, because she was editor in chief of her yearbook the year before, and then I became editor in chief of my class right afterwards. So that's how we started our friendship. And she came through. She got me this really great cupcake. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Um, damn, what else? I really want to say this, y'all. I'm gonna be filling my time up trying to, help this podcast as much as I can until I start this job again. Just getting into a groove, because I ain't trying to hop on no random ass dick. Okay, well, it's not random, but it's just more so like my phone. I'm like, damn. Hmm, have a little time to spare. You know what I mean? Like I could
That's why we
sit
gotta
on
find
some.
new dick. Okay, we'll have to save that for the next episode because I was gonna talk about
Actually, yeah, that sounds like a good topic.
the yeah. Okay, well we can wrap it up. We ain't gotta take exactly an hour. How you feel?
I feel good. I mean, at the end of the day, like, shit, this break was much needed. It's just so surreal at the same time. Like, it feels like I'm in a Twilight Zone, honestly. It is.
It'll set in. Honestly,
No, it's not, because we're gonna pick it right. It's
I was
getting
gonna
picked
say
right back up next
literally. I
month.
was like, in 6 weeks, you will have something to do. You will be
Yeah,
aware.
so it's like a very long vacation at this point. So,
Yeah, well, it's summer. Okay, it's hot girl summer, as Meg said. Okay, and unlike me, you have your wallet and everything's still intact. Okay.
oh yes. First off, I want to thank you as well for you carrying all the balloons, because now, granted, some were popped and they were the important ones. I was hoping
I
it was
popped
like not an
one.
important.
Okay, but yeah, I was watching you try and put them in the car. I was like, she's going mad aggressive. I was being very light, and I popped one. So when you popped one, I was like, finally. And then what? Did you pop a second one? I was like, okay, now I
They
feel
started
better.
popping once we got there.
And
That's
then
when I was
really
getting
when we got there,
I was getting
yes.
pissed the fuck off. Oh, by the way, shout out to Swimply for the pool space. Like, that's where I rented the pool. I ain't gonna lie, when we were driving to the place, I was scared. I was like, where we at? But then once we pulled up to the actual like neighborhood, I was like, oh, okay, y'all keep it clean over here. And then
Yes.
I saw the actual pool space. I was just like, wow, this looks better than the pictures. And
It's
our
cute.
the owner was super sweet. She allowed us to extend the time. Uh yeah, I think honestly I had a great time. The flies were annoying as fuck because, When you have outdoor picnics, flies love to make their way, but I said I didn't give a fuck about them flies as long as all the
No.
food was covered.
Yeah.
Okay?
It was
I
good.
didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. We were all good. We were all having a great time. You know, I love being in water. It is a goal of mine. I have not put my head underwater, and I had all the intentions to do it because I was going to take my hair out anyway. And I still didn't put my head underwater. I feel like I need, and as nice as that pool was, I feel like I need like a big body of water. So if anyone is looking to fly your girl out to an island or something, should I show my boobs again? Then feel free.
They look really nice today.
Well,
They're
it's
very,
because-
very shiny and like,
Oh my God.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
All
job.
right. Thank you. This has been another episode.
No, it has been another episode of the Just Extra podcast with Jackie and Erica. I'm Jackie and this is Erica. Follow us on our social medias at Just Extra Podcast.
There's an underscore in there.
Oh,
That's okay.
go
We're
ahead,
back
bitch.
to the
Go
beginning.
ahead.
All right. Follow us on socials. We have Instagram and TikTok. It is Just Extra _podcast. You can also write us in. You can write an email if you want to be featured on the show. You have a question, you would like some advice, some engaging dialogue between the two of us about your life would be great and not just our problems. Send us an email at justextrapodcast@gmail.com. No underscore in the email. You can follow us individually on Instagram. Jackie is at all things J. J is JAY. And I am Erica at Erica _stay ready. And we will see you all on the next episode. Well, we won't see you, but you will hear us on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.